Welcome. And the question today from Secondhand Sisters is, what popular saying is actually BS? Hi, this is Derek. I just put the Drama Llama, Fred, back in his llama pen, so that I can do this quick video for you with some of the stuff that Fred found on Reddit earlier today. If this is your first time watching our videos, help me out by watching to the end, and then giving me some feedback in the comment area below. And if you want more of these videos daily, don't forget to like and subscribe, with notifications turned on for this channel. Oh boy, let's get ready for some drama. Oreo Magic answered with, hard work never killed anyone. Coal miners would like to have a word. Actual Tim L answered with, it doesn't matter who started it. Of course it effing does. Even legally the concept of who did what first is recognized as vital. I've always hated that phrase in school. What the heck did they expect the second to do, get hit by the bully? Fun story, in high school I was bullied daily by the same girls. It went on for months. I did everything you're supposed to do. My principal's advice was to get an older student to walk around with me. They finally cornered me and beat me up. I was suspended because I was involved in a fight. They used the "doesn't matter who started it" line on me too. It was my fault because I just happened to get my ass kicked that day. R.W. Shields answered with, sleep like a baby. It implies that babies sleep really well. My second is 4 days old. I can confirm babies don't sleep well. Kitty's McDaddy answered with, if you tell me the truth you won't get into trouble. I tell my 7-year-old son, if you tell me the truth the punishment isn't as bad. When he follows through, he still gets punished, but I explain what would have happened if he lied. Tell the truth? 10 minutes time out in the corner. Lie? Grounded for the entire night. Works pretty well. This is better. Teaching honesty instead of encouraging a good lie will pay off far better during false accusation situations of all severities. In and out 51 answered with, looks don't matter. They do. Not always, not completely, but they very much do matter. Humans are kind of superficial in that regard. I used to be 400 pounds when I was in my 20s. A few years ago, I hit around 180, and the amount of doors that opened were insane. Everyone was suddenly nicer to me, I was able to find jobs with ease, just everything was easier. Looks definitely matter. Mogmuv answered with, what goes around, comes around. I've seen so many good, honest people get screwed over by toxic, immoral people who never get their comeuppance. The concept of karma is BS. Edit. Maybe karma was a bad word to use, as it has many definitions. The version I use here is the one commonly used within the secular communities of the Western world, within one lifetime. Rich people get away with horrible poop. Some corrupt politicians retire and never get caught. Murderers have lived normal, sometimes fruitful lives, until they died without ever facing prosecution. I've seen some of the best people get screwed over and screwed up by the poop thrown at them. No, the world is not some magical place where the scale balances itself out. Fierce Milkshake answered with, this is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. Lies. From Foxland answered with, violence is never the answer. It isn't usually the answer. But occasionally, it really is. Violence may not be the answer, but it is almost always an answer. Opposites attract. They don't. Birds of a feather flock together, on the other hand, is usually true for relationships. Joseph Gulag answered with, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. It might keep the doctor away, but the psych ward never has enough apples to keep 5 big orderlies and a nurse with a needle away. Valuruman Ur answered with, good things come to those who wait. Try waiting your whole life and see what comes to you. As an impatient person, I've always taken this as put in the work, and then don't F it up rushing. I feel like I learn this lesson daily. Judah Botwin answered with, practice makes perfect. I had a teacher that used to point out that no, practice makes permanent. If you practice something in an incorrect way, you're going to perform incorrectly. My football coach used to say, practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. Kichi answered with, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Nah, mate, it just gives you trauma. Molly74 answered with, it's just how I am. Well, you're an effing mutt. Change your behavior. And act like a decent human. Came here to say this. Well, that's just how she/he is. Yeah, and that's the only metric I have to judge them by. Familiar Internet answered with, Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg are college dropouts. Dude, they went to Harvard, not community college. And Bill Gates dropped out because he was seeing enough success from what he was already doing. Or, Einstein wasn't good in school. He was a very good student with good marks. Survivorship bias. Sure, they're college dropouts, but so are 500,000 other guys working as a cashier at 7-Eleven. Same as when celebrities tell you to follow your dreams. Yeah, it worked out for them. But for every Tom Cruise, there are 10,000 people who didn't make it. Lottery winners will tell you that lottery tickets are a great investment. Garen X answered with, don't worry about it. Coworkers say this, when other coworkers start stonewalling you, death staring you, and becoming visibly uncomfortable in your presence. Kate the Great 138 answered with, you can be whatever you want to be, if you put your mind to it. I want to be an apple. Twisty Mani Pauls answered with, money can't buy happiness. Poverty can't buy anything. I say, money can't buy happiness. But I'm certainly a lot happier when I have money. Money can generally eliminate most of the things that are making you unhappy. That won't guarantee happiness, but it will make it a lot easier to achieve. Yes, money can't buy happiness, but it can buy comfort and stability, both of which can provide happiness. Loworth answered with, sleep is for the weak, or, I'll sleep when I die. Well, actually, not sleeping is making you weaker, and decreasing your lifespan as you gloat about it right now. Sleep is essential, people. It bothers me so much when I say I'm tired. And someone else starts bragging about how they only got 2 hours of sleep. So they are clearly more tired than I am, because I got 6 hours. Jasna Colin answered with, blood is thicker than water. Want to know what else is thicker than water? BS. Paolo Case answered with, it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. Yeah, eventually people are just gonna stop forgiving you. RKX Dasher answered with, what you don't know can't hurt you. While yes, it's technically true, it's also not a positive thing. Theoretically, if someone's partner was cheating on them, yes, they don't know, so they can't be hurt. But it's still a bad thing. Jelly Roll George answered with, a watched pot never boils. It does, I've checked. This one is more about perception. And how things seem to go slower when you're paying attention to them. Algan We Himmel answered with, time heals all wounds. Malarkey. I don't know, I lost my leg and after a decade, it grew back. Monkey Scandal answered with, shoot for the moon and you'll at least land among the stars. Tell that to failed actors/musicians. Ryamaru Borak answered with, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Always annoying to hear successful/famous people say that if you believe in yourself and try hard enough you will succeed. Well, yes, you succeeded, but for you, there are thousands of others that worked just as hard and believed just as much in themselves but didn't make it. Blockhead Jones answered with, just be yourself. I'm writing this answered with, happiness is a choice. That's maybe sometimes a little true. But depression is real, and it's not what anyone chose. Tariador Noto answered with, whatever happens, happens for a reason. Gotta hate this one. It's more comforting to me to think that there's no underlying reason for everything. Suffering is just suffering, not a part of some grand plan. To this now answered with, you don't need money to be happy. Usually this was being used by those who are already filthy rich. Giga BRO 98 answered with, there's plenty of fish in the sea. You know what else there's plenty of in the sea? Trash. In response to this, a wise Redditor once said, all the fish in the sea doesn't matter if you don't know how to fish. I don't know, really put stuff into perspective for me. And finally, Swallow Your Sadness answered with, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. This is like a toxic relationship starter pack stuff. Well, there you have it. A perfectly great question answered by a bunch of fine and honorable citizens. Help support this channel by smashing the like and subscribe buttons. And hit that silly little bell as well to ensure you get the latest videos as they come out. Fred is always finding stuff for me to post regularly. So this is Derek signing off. Thanks for watching. Good grief, it sounds like Fred is out of his pen again. I think he found more drama for me to share with you. See you soon.